Are we on a little earlier? Yes, we are. I can't move this thing. It's not working. Hello, all. just talk amongst yourselves. Let me sort this out. This isn't working for me. Why? Ah, that's better. Okay, here we go. Ah, that's better. Hi, all. Hello all and welcome to Wow Crochet Designs. I've popped on, what is it, 2 minutes earlier? Is it 2 minutes? Oh, it's about 2 minutes early, but it's better be early than late, you know. But no one's here because I'm early. Come on, get the chair ready, Mary. Get everything ready. Let's go already. Okay, so we're waiting for everyone to get on. Yours truly's on a little bit early today, guys, so bear with me. Bear with me. Bear with me. Alrighty, we have one person showing so far. Let's everyone pop your live chat or your all chat and not your top chat, or you may miss out on everyone's chat when they start getting on. Now, obviously, I'm on a little tiny bit early. It doesn't matter. It's only like a minute, 2 minutes. Relax. Have a drink. Cheers. All right. So let's get started. So today we're going to talk briefly about the V-stitch blanket and why I haven't uploaded the border round yet. Border rounds yet. Rounds, not round, rounds. Roll those R's, Mary. Because I haven't finished it. However, I believe I'm on my last row per colour. Per colour, which is good. So 3 rows probably, which will mean that's the time to start. There it is, there it is, there it is, there it is. She's singing, guys. She's singing, la, la, la. I'm singing from happiness because this means that our border rounds will be right to start recording tomorrow morning. Whether it's up tomorrow night's another story. Otherwise it'll go up Friday. And let's see the chat because I didn't say hello to Fluffy. I was watching Scary Stuff again. Glad you're early. Oh, Scary Stuff again. I know. Look, I turn it on and it just spins and spins and spins. And I thought, you know what? Let's get my drink ready. Let's not, drop anything, not do anything silly before the live. And it was already recording. So, hello, Middle Earthians. Hello, Fluffy Kitten. Hello, beautiful Ashley. Hi, Ashley. And hello, everyone. Everyone. I'm glad you're all here. Well, everyone who is here at this time. Yes. So, whilst I'm on my live today, I'm going to keep working on the blanket because I believe I only have 3 rounds left. It might be, let's try rows. It might be 2 rows because I bought, look what I did. It's very dirty, so don't judge me on it. It is very dirty. My scales in. I bought my scales in. Let me show you my scales. Okay, scales. There you go with the numbers. Okay, and I'm going to weigh, wherever it is, wherever it landed, the gold. Because, yes, we did. We hit 29,500 subscribers, guys. When we reach our 30,000 subscriber mark, we will do a surprise. What's a surprise, I hear you ask? It's a giveaway. Shh, we don't use that word here. Gets rid of the nasties. Keep the crafters in. And those of you whom are subscribed to us here at Wow Crochet Designs, it's free entry for you. And I will ship anywhere around the world. But it's for free for you because it's a surprise. It's a giveaway. But I don't pay your tax when it gets to your city or your town. So that's up to you. If your city or your town charges tax when a parcel has arrived, I don't do that. Okay? But I do give you, get this, yarn, hooks, scissors, sewing needles, patterns, magazines, whatever. Oh, I don't know. I can't remember. Oh, Tim Tams. Let's not forget Australia's famous Tim Tams. Now, if you're Australian and you don't like Tim Tams, gift them to your family member. If you're from overseas, I am telling you, you must try these Tim Tams to die for. To die for. All right, so that's the end of my gold thread. I believe that was 5 grams from memory. I could be wrong. Let's go 0 and let's weigh the little guy. He's so cute. Oh, he's so cute. He is not 5 grams. He's only 3 grams. No, that's not working. Let's try that again. I got 487 grams there. You know why? Because I'm on the book. I don't know if that makes a difference. So let's move the book out the way. Let's press 0 again. She's 480 grams for that little... No, I don't think so. All right, so pop it on. It is exactly 5 grams. I don't know whether one row takes 5 grams. So I'm going to weigh another colour, which is the blue. Yeah. And the blue is what I'm working on in this live, right? Now, the reason I'm doing this is I want to show you that sometimes 99% of the times, that's how long it is, how much it is, I work on grams and not meters or yards, for those of you overseas. I work on grams because it tells me if I've got one row to go, I know that one row is 7 grams or 8 grams. I'm pretty sure it's 7 grams, so this may not be enough for one more row. But I still have blue left and I still have cream left, which are similar sizes. So what I'm going to do is weigh this guy, the blue, and I'm going to take, I've got 2, let's take 2 plus the sets undone because that makes a difference, you know, it makes a difference, sure does. Yeah, I just wanted to show you guys how I roll, you know, I roll like a bun. I roll. Look, this is winding nothing up. Let's go. Let's try that again. Okay, here we go. So pop that on there. That is 13 grams. No, 12 grams. I just moved it a little bit. 12 grams. So are we buffering already? Really? We just started. 12 grams on this. And what did I say was this? 5 grams. Yeah, 5 grams of the gold. So 12 grams of the blue. We're going to do one row of the blue live. And I will update it on the community board post if the live cancels out because of the connection issue. I'll update it on a community board post, just in case. If it doesn't cancel out, well, you'll find out at the end of this row, which we are going to do together. And while we're doing together, well, we are doing this row together. It's really a mess here. Excuse me, too much. I just lost a blue ball on the floor. It doesn't matter. It doesn't matter. So for those of you who don't know, I work with the scales all day, every day for any project I create. And I write it down on my book normally, but I want to show you today how I work. All right, you know what? Let's write it down just for fun. So you guys know that I've written it down. It was 12 grams of the blue. I've got the book over here now. It should be facing this way, but it doesn't matter. And what did I say? 5 grams of the gold. And what we're going to do, let's weigh the white, or the cream, or whatever you want to call this. It's actually cream, not white. Mary, get it right. I think there's more of the cream. Okay, so where's the scales? Excuse me, talk amongst yourselves. It will do 0. Oh, that didn't work. Let's go 0. Okay, so weighing the cream is 14 grams of the cream. Very interesting how there's a lot more of the cream. They're all the same. They're all 300 gram skeins. So very interesting. So we're going to put 14 grams of the cream. All right. So 14 grams of cream. To be fair, I would like to do the border round using a cream. And I bought another skein of 10 ply 4 weight Aran, or that's what it's called, 4 weight yarn overseas. Ours is 10 ply here in Australia. I bought another cream. It's not the same dye lot, but I'm not worried because of the way the V-stitch works between the blue and the gold. Changes the colour a little bit, the colouring a little bit of your cream. Yeah, the reflection changes the shadowing a little bit. So having a different dye lot for the border round isn't going to make too much difference. Yeah, still a cream. I've used cream. It's very much, you look carefully. Oh, here we go. You look carefully at it, it's still cream. Just one will be a different dye lot than the other, but it's a border round, so it doesn't affect the blanket. Little things like that. These are little tips you learn as you go along with your own crochet journey, what affects your blankets and projects and what doesn't. Tim Tam says fluffy. I know. Beautiful Raylene. Hello, Raylene. I'm trying to finish the shawl for your friend's wedding. Oh, keep going, middle, keep going. Did we agree to a voucher for that one parcel that I had to pay for. I can't remember. I was going to do an Amazon thing with you, but you said you don't do Amazon. Is that correct? Remember that? We were talking about that. Are we still buffering, guys? All good on your end? Okay. Oh, who's that? Middle, yes. Hi, Linda. Hello, Linda. Lovely Linda. I need to buy a new scale. You know what, Middle? They're really cheap. Go to Big W, Kmart, Target, whatever you've got in your town, your little local shop that has everything. Go to those shops. You can get the cheapest ones. They all work. Don't think because they're cheap, they're not going to work. They're scales. They have to work, yeah? I'm entering a piece in the Ipswich show again this year. Oh, is it one of ours or somebody else's? I don't usually do Amazon, but I might be starting soon. Yes, hello, Linda. We all said hello, Linda. Let me know either way, because if I have to ship any more items over to you, I cannot pay for any opening of tax and things like that. It's just something I can't do. If I have to ship off to everyone and pay for everyone's, that's different, you know, but I can't do that. So keep in mind, if that happens on your end, guys, that's something that you would have to deal with. If it happens on your end. Like, sadly for Middle, what happened with Middle is she got a parcel from me and they opened it and charged her an opening fee, which I find really odd. And I think they opened it because we had a pair of scissors in it or something this small. You know how our crafting scissors are, guys, for crocheters, that little. And they were a bit upset about the scissors, I'm assuming. Could have been the sewing needle. It could have been anything that had a little bit of metal in it or something. I don't know, a bit of steel. I don't know what was in that bag. I can't remember, Middle. Most of the times I just send yarn. And lately I've been opting not to send scissors for that reason. Yeah? For the simple reason that I don't want to get charged for it, and I don't want you to get charged for it. I did want to show you something that I forgot to bring out last week. That's my Spotlight voucher. Our Spotlight store here is a large chain in Australia, and we buy yarn, sewing needles, you buy sewing material, sewing machines, whatever. You buy a lot of stuff at this store, so it's a craft store. And I wanted to show you this guy. Remember I made this guy last week, and I didn't bring it in to show you on Saturday's live. So I want to show you now at the back of this thing. You can see right there, it's sticky, it's gluey, and it sticks to the bag. So I'm going to have to really push that in to fit in the bag. Oh, you naughty sticky! But it's good because they haven't stuck to the cover thing. So it's in there. My little gift card is in there, and then we put the little guy through there like so. Ta-da! And there's your little Valentine gift. Or you can use it as a Christmas gift or a birthday gift, whatever suits. Oh, the cards come out. Or whatever suits you, yeah? You could use it for whatever gift you like. I forgot to bring it in on Saturday because we made it last week for Valentine's. I hope everyone had a good Valentine's. And mine was okay. I don't do anything for Valentine's, really. You know, give my cat a cuddle. She gets the cuddle. She gets all the love. All the love. She's, you know, having a bit of a rest now. Cheers, everyone. When you don't see me in the lounge room, it means she's resting somewhere else. If she's resting in the lounge room, I do my live in the lounge room, which I may do my live next Wednesday in the lounge room, but we'll see. Let's have a look. All right, didn't use, yes. Probably one of our ones. Yes, that's good. Linda says, just finished up a granny square cardigan. Nice. Turned out great. So happy for you, Linda. I love the grannies. I love. Dorothy, ellipsis. Hello. You didn't have a hubby boyfriend to do Valentine. Valentine's my cat. That's it. She's my Valentine's. Oh, look, I love animals. I tell you what, I was thinking. It's not good when I start thinking. I was thinking, I don't know if this is not the right room for it, of putting a little fish tank right here and getting a fish buddy. I have to stop this animal thing. Look, if I could live in a zoo or on a farm, I would. Animals, they're everything. Come on, they're everything. You've got to love animals. She's so naughty. I was thinking, I've got the cat. I can't really have a dog because it's a lot of work and walking and getting out, and you don't want to lock them up in the backyard and say live, trap them in a backyard, and there's no access. The reason I would have trouble getting a dog is that there's actually no access to the front yard in our house. You literally have to go through our house to get into our backyard, or climb over the roof to get into the backyard. There's no access. So the dog can't see anything. All the dog would see is that little tiny cubicle area. So if I don't have time to take a dog for a walk, it's cruel locking them out in the backyard and saying, live your life in that little boxed area. And of course, I'm living in a little unit, so the backyard is like a box. It's like a small box. I do have a cage, like it's a caged area there. It's to stop birds from coming in. Oh, we're buffering again. What is going? Is it just for Raylene, or we're buffering for everyone? Looks like we're buffering for everyone by the looks of it. It seems a bit slower there. Yeah. What did I say? Blue was 12 grams left. So let's continue this round. Let's try row. Come on, Mary. Get with it today. Let's continue the row. Anyone else? Anyone else? Yes, I'm asking. Is there anyone else that's buffering for? It's fine where Linda is, overseas. Unless it's just Australia that is buffering for. Oh, I saw it, just a jump right there. It jumped. I don't know what happened there. Not this end, fine here. Maybe it's just us, Raylene, in Melbourne. I saw it jump. My boyfriend is still recovering from cat bite, basically healed now, but he's also going through withdrawals from cutting back on smoking, as you do. All good on your end, says Middle. Middle's overseas as well. So isn't that interesting, Raylene? We're both in Melbourne and it's buffering here. Raylene, just get out of it real quickly and then get back into it. I'll still be here. Let's all just wait for Raylene. Yeah, hop out and then go back into it. You might need to refresh your page, that kind of thing. So there, yeah. So what we're going to do, I'm going to start recording. That looks like it's split, has it? No, it's just fluffy. I'm going to start recording the border rounds tomorrow, but I can guarantee you I won't get it finished tomorrow. So I'll probably get it finished by Friday. So you'll get this on Friday. I have started, no, I haven't started recording the baby booties, the green one that, forgot who it was. Green booties. Gale Life and Stitches. I haven't started recording it, but I found an old pattern that, and it's a really old pattern. It's one of my first basic old patterns. I can make it in one piece, or I can tell you where you can stop to add a different color if you want to do the top part of the booties in a different color. And that's my old pattern from way back when. I might even consider popping it up on the website before the video goes up, and I'll let you know if that happens. So don't panic. YouTube's always my first point of call. But it's already, I found the pattern already written up in my computer. So it's something that I did a long, long time ago that and it was so long ago because it was in a transferred folder from an old computer. So that's how long ago. It might have been, 14 or 15 years ago, something like that. That's how old that booty is. But the reason I'm doing that one is because it's so basic, and even it's not my best work. It's kind of just a basic booty that you can actually gift if you're a new crocheter. You still need to know double crochet, half double crochet, chains. Oh, and double crochet 2 together and half double crochet 2 together. So you need to know these stitches, but don't stress because I'm uploading basic stitches shorts at the moment, showing you how to do these stitches. So when the booty goes up, you'll already know how to do them. Have a practice on something small and you would have already known how to do them. So the booties will become very easy for you. Reading the written pattern, if you're new to crochet, you may find it difficult. I don't have any pictures. I may do some pictures this week just for fun. So reading that written pattern may be a little bit difficult for you if you're brand new. But let me see if I can add some photos, then it can become a beginner-friendly pattern. If I don't add the photo, then you kind of need to know all these stitches and be quite good at them, yeah? All right, so let's go right back here, probably the heat down there, maybe, says Ashley. Hello, Amy, lovely to have you here. I was hoping to do a part of one project, but all I did today was a short. It's okay, do something at least. Content is content. I think the wind buffered 3 times. That's interesting. You're back, Raylene. How did you go? Chrissy, hello, Chrissy. Lightning, I'm not from, sorry, say that again. Chrissy listening in, not from UK. Okay, UK. From UK or not? Hi, Chrissy. Lovely to have you here. We are doing a live right now, Chrissy. We're having a lot of fun. We're talking crochet. This is our current project. It is a V-stitch blanket. And we are actually, I'm showing everyone how I work with grams and weighing our yarn, because this blanket is at the end of its cycle. It's so exciting. And then I need to do border rounds. Yeah, and the border rounds will be part 2 of the V-stitch blanket. We've already done part 1, which was November last year. I just forgot about it. It sat in a bag somewhere or a tub somewhere. And I thought, oh, I'll pick it up in a minute. And I never did it. In fact, I would say that from there to there, from there to there, is only been a day and a half worth of work. I don't know if I stopped for a while, you know, lunches, dinners, that sort of thing. Yeah, from there to there, because I was doing part of the blanket on Saturday. You saw me and I was up to around here somewhere, yeah? And then on Monday, I think, I went from there to there since Monday, but I haven't done it all day. Like I skipped Tuesday and did all day Monday and some of today. So yeah, very, very interesting. And I'm showing everyone how I weigh my yarn. And you missed that at the beginning, Chrissy. But I'm showing people how I weigh my yarn and then how I weigh my yarn at the end of each row, giving me an option because the yellow skein is only, what I say it was, oh, I've written it down, is only 5 grams, yeah? If each row is like 7 or 8 grams, I have to stop. I can't use the yellow again. So I pretty much would have to stop at the cream. So I'll do the blue row, then I do the cream row, and if the other 2 rows come up as just on 5 grams, then I can continue using the gold and continue another set for the other 2 rows and have 6 rows or 5 rows rather than 2. Sounds confusing, but it's kind of not when you weigh it, yeah? Waving lots but understanding nothing. Oh, that's all right, Chrissy. It's all good. It's like me going to a car event. Someone said, you know, someone said to me, oh, it's a brand of car, a hawk or something, some sort of brand. So look at the hawk or something, and I'm looking for a bird in the sky. And I was like, where? What are you talking about? Where? I'm looking for a bird in the sky. I said, no, it's a type of car. Look at it. But you said it was a bird, right? So I have no idea about cars. Weighing is important. Well, it works well for this blanket. It doesn't always work because like each row may be a different pattern. So one pattern might take more grams than the other. So it doesn't always work. What you do is, this is how I weigh when I'm doing sets. So let's say I do 4 rows, different patterns. I weigh all 4 rows. So I start before the first row, then I go 1, 2, 3, 4, and I've weighed that. And that's, let's just say 30 grams for argument's sake. I'm just making it up now. I'll know that every set will be 30 grams. So dividing it by 4, whatever that is, 4 into 30, that sort of thing. So you do that little division look and you hope that you get to that part. There has been times where I've gotten all the way to about here and then I ran out of yarn. What I've done is taken the 3/4 of the row undone, dropped the hook size and did the next set. I've done it before. It's gotten halfway there. Hasn't worked. I've dropped another hook size just on the last row. It works on some projects, but it cannot work on clothing, because clothing, if you drop a hook size, it changes the size of clothing. But with the blanket you can, and you can wash and stretch that blanket so it doesn't it doesn't show too much on a blanket. But don't do that on clothing. There's nothing worse than it pulls right in and just the wrong time and your clothing doesn't sit right. But you can trick it. How naughty am I? You can trick it. It can be tricked. Cheers, everyone. All right. Oh, hi, Margaret. Oh, Margaret, I still have to get in touch with you. I still haven't finished filling up the bag. Now, if you didn't know this, guys, Margaret does knitting or crochet or either one of them in a group called Salvation Army Group here in Australia, well, in Melbourne. And I usually gift her leftover yarns that I have or yarns that I'm not going to use, and she gives them to her Salvation Army Group, and they make blankets for needy or whatever it is that they make the blankets for. And not just blankets, other things. They'll make scarves, they'll make beanies, whatever it is they make. You know, I don't mind as long as I know it's going to the Salvation Army. So I do that occasionally. This room is, as you can see, packed with yarn. And I say to people, I think the yarn is going to outlive me. So what I do every year when I get the yarn that I do like, the stuff I really like, I pack a bag. Every year I calculate how much yarn, and this is something I've always done, how much yarn I've purchased that year. And I write everything down, right? Type everything up these days. It's all on computer. So let's say I bought 15 skeins of yarn. I make sure that I gift at the end of the year, which I haven't yet, so that's why I have to contact Margaret and get it out to her. Every year I make sure I gift double the amount that I bought that year because I've got way too much. So I make sure I do that every year. And to be fair, sometimes twice a year, I've given 2 bags extra to one of the schools I used to work at. So I make sure I do give back because I spend a lot of time and a lot of money on my craft, and I make sure I like to give back. That's what we do. At the end of the day, we like to give back. And I will contact you, Margaret. I'm sorry, honey. It will come. I have never weighed any yarn. Oh, Amy, you're so good. Hello, Amy. I didn't even know you were on. Hello, hello. You've never weighed it. I cannot live without my scales. Do you know, one day the battery went flat. It's one of those round batteries, you know, the flat round ones. And I was so annoyed because I didn't have any in stock. And I said, I can't continue. I was lost. I literally had to go to the shops, buy that battery, come back, and then work on the project because I'm lost without my scales. Now I keep spares all the time. But anyway, it's an unusual battery that I don't usually keep spares of, but now I do. No rush, Mary, don't stress. Look, I've got, is it in here? I could show you and you can see it. I did put it in here, didn't I? It's a 3/4 of the bag full. You know what? It was on the floor, and so I didn't trip over it. I moved it. Don't go away. I'll show you. And you can see 3/4 of what you're getting, and then I'll continue filling it. I know it's here. Everyone talk amongst yourselves. Don't you love it? She's left them. She's left them all alone. Don't cry, guys. I'll be there in a minute. Here it is. Here it is. Are you ready? Here we go. Ta-da! See, I'm filling it up. 3/4 of the way full. I just need to keep filling up. And then the bag is yours, honey. All right. And this is the yarn I bought from Bendigo. The only acrylic I bought from Bendigo. But I'm thinking I'm not really a keen lover of acrylic, so I didn't want to use it. So, yeah. Oh, gosh. I've thrown it all on the floor and it just fell. Here we go. Sorry, guys. Talk amongst yourselves. So you know what you're getting so far. And I'm still filling up. All right. And then I'm going to do the same for the elderly citizens' home around the corner. They get, it's literally, the elderly citizens' home is literally walking distance from me. But I do take the car because the bags are too heavy to carry. Yeah, so Margaret, I'm still filling it up, hun. So when it's full, I'll give you a call. If you're desperate and you need to start something now, I'll bring that. And then we can sort out the rest another time. Otherwise, just wait another week and I'll probably have it all sorted. This time next week, it'll be all sorted. Your bag will be sorted. Then I work on the elderly citizens one. And then I might have to work on the school one first because the kids are back to school and they might need the yarn for their craft projects. Yes, I might do the kids one first, but I'll do yours first because I promised you first, and then I'll drop the one at the school off. School. Ah, the good old days. School. Ooh, I never liked school. I was not a grand lover of school. I don't think school liked me much either. I walk in, oh, here she comes. Oh, here comes trouble, they used to say. Yeah, I was a good girl. I didn't do anything wrong on Fridays. I'm so naughty. Cheers, everyone. Oh. All right, now, whose job is it to have me watered down? Come on, guys. Whose job is it? Yes, so what we're going to do today is finish off this row, and then I'll show everyone how many grams it took me, and it's stuck on my yarn winder, how many grams it took me per row. Now, I don't do that with blankets these days. I just work. I know roughly 600 grams to 800 grams is roughly a small blanket. I know that just by my visual, because I know, right? In the 10 ply, that is, the 10 ply being a 4 weight, yeah. If I was to work with the 8 ply, which is a 3 weight, I would need maybe 800 grams to 1,000, to 900 grams even. When I say 1,000, a meter, whatever, 1,000, and I know how much I'll need. But I think just for this blanket, I've decided to use less, yeah. Water time. Thanks, Middle. Cheers. I don't have too many. What's that say? I just saw a cat walking past. Another cat, neighbour's cat. I didn't have too many people watering me on my last live. Had to do it myself. Isn't that sad? We have to do it ourselves, Middle. Amy says, I only like 3 days of grade school. The first day, the day before Christmas break, and the last day of school. Oh, I love that, Amy. Oh, you're my new best friend, hun. Beautiful Angela. Hello, Angela. If you didn't know this, guys, Angela is from overseas, not from Melbourne, Australia, and she was our subscriber of the year for 2025. Now, we have subscriber of the year, December the 31st, every year. I pick one subscriber who is part of our channel and has done lots of things on our channel, from, I don't know, commenting, sharing our posts, doing our projects. Last year, Angela did, and get this, guys, literally almost, I won't say all of them, almost all of our projects last year, but almost all of them. Not all of them, because she'd be a genius, yeah? Because the hours I put into this is full time. And not just that, she did super chats. She's on Instagram showing me pictures after pictures of all our projects that we create, that she's created with us. The amount of time she put in with us last year, I was just taken back by it. So subscriber of the year is someone like that who's put in quite a lot of time with us. Now, Angela, get this, guys, has been with us for, I've been on YouTube for 8 years. She's been with us for probably 7.5. Okay. She was one of my very first subscribers. Middle Earthians, you tell me about when you go on your live and there's only 3 people on it. Well, Angela was one of those 3 people when I first started. So you got to start somewhere, Middle. And when I first started, Angela was one of the 3 people, and there was a couple other people that I still see on Facebook, but they don't come on the live. But they were also there with Angela as well. So yeah, Angela's been here a very long time. It took the poor love 7 years to win that, didn't it, Angela? It took her 7 years. Christine, hello. I hope you are well, honey. Welcome. Yes, it took poor Angela 7 years to win that. But you got there in the end, girl. You certainly did. And she's received all her gear. She's going through all of it as we speak. So there you go. I mostly get Fluffs almost every live. Fluff's an absolute angel, isn't she? She's an absolute sweetheart. Water time, says Middle. Cheers. Am I yelling, guys? Don't you love it when she yells? Cheers. Yes, but I was like you once, Middle. I only had 1 or 2 people on the live for a very long time. And I was so excited one day when I got 5. I thought, oh my gosh, 5 people. But you know what? Don't get me wrong. Even now I can get up to only 7 people at a time. Sometimes I get 7, sometimes I get 30, and I don't know how that happens, right? But sometimes I can just get 7 people, and I've been here 8 years. So it happens, Middle. Don't think it's because you're new. It happens, yeah? And we are having connection issues. A sweetheart that ends up in the loopy lair. Yes, but she does look after you, Middle. By coming onto your lives, she's looking after you. She's there. She might be cheeky like she's here. I pop her in the naughty corner all the time. Here, Middle, you know that. Actually, you know what? I have not popped Fluffy Kitten in the naughty corner for a very long time. She was on before. I wonder if she's still on. I haven't popped her in the naughty corner for a very long time. She must be a good girl. She must be a good girl. All right, so let's talk quickly about this week. And nothing that I said I was going to do has happened. Don't you love it? As something totally different came out. Don't you love that too? I'm on the wrong page. I'm on next week. Excuse me. Turn around. Here we go. Monday, I did a short. Tuesday, I did a short. Thursday, you're getting a short. What is going on? And today, obviously, the live. I don't usually upload on Wednesdays. The only time I upload Wednesdays, I promised something for Tuesday. It finished Tuesday night, and I couldn't get it up Tuesday night. Then I'll upload that Wednesday morning, yeah? But I'm not ready for anything. As you can see, I'm still working on the V-stitch blanket, so I didn't get a chance to do the border rounds yet. But as it seems, it looks like I've got at least 3 rows left to do. Each row takes about 7 or 8 minutes. Takes me longer while I'm on my live because I stop to talk. Sometimes 6 minutes if I work really fast, yeah? And that means this blanket will be finished in, I don't know, half an hour or less, right? After the live. Not now. I'll get 1 row done now and then I'll just put it down. But that's what will happen. It'll get finished after the live, which will mean I'll start recording the border rounds tomorrow using the cream. I picked up the wrong skein. Yeah, that's all I'm getting for the border. No, using this cream. Okay, now you can use whatever color you want. I haven't, and get this, decided whether or not to, I haven't decided what border rounds I'm going to use yet. So tonight will be my play round where I just grab all my border patterns that I've done in the past, pick a nice one and just do that one. And I'm hoping to pick something that we haven't created on the channel yet, giving you the option to try something totally new, which is fantastic when it's new. I will keep it as simple as possible, not as difficult as our last one, which was the, what was it? Oh my gosh, I've forgotten it. Puff stitch. Oh, my brain just went mental blank. Last year's annual project, the 12-step transition blanket, we used the puff stitch as a border round, and that just like took forever. So your border rounds will not be that difficult. It'll be something quite simpler, to keep something simple with simple projects, yeah? Angela says, still doing my V-stitch blanket. That's all right, honey. You take your time. You take your time. Consider you are on a USA time, then you may be on time. Just joking. Oh, I love it, Amy. I love your jokes, honey. I do. I do. She's singing now. I'm using green. Angela's using green, and why not? And yes, you could, if I decided to do a border that consists of all 3 colours, which I won't because I don't have any more of these other 2 colours in a 10 ply. Have them in the 8 ply, as you can see right there. That's the gold. That's the same gold you see right there. So I have it in the 8 ply, but I don't have it in the 10 ply. This blue I have in the 8 ply. I don't have it in the 10 ply. The only thing I have in the 10 ply is this cream. I bought 2 skeins of that last year, but we won't be needing 2 skeins. You won't even need the 1 skein because I'll only do 1 or 2 border rounds, and then I'll say, right, head off on your own, do as many as you like for as much yarn as you have, and stop when you're done. That's what I would say to you at the end of that video, right? But for me, I haven't decided that the blanket itself is not made for anyone in particular. I did say for a joke I'm making it for the cat, but now that I'm looking at it, it's quite a nice blanket. I don't know if I want to give it to the cat. Don't you love it? She's not giving it to the cat. Isn't the cat important to her? Yeah, I don't know. We'll see. I'll see what it looks like and the size that it comes up after I've done the border rounds, and then we can decide what we're going to do with the blanket. If the blanket is a good size that I can sell on the website, then that's what I'll do. I'll pop it up on the website. The website does need more editing, guys, so please be aware that some of the things you see on there at the moment may not be available, so don't look at the website today. wait till Friday, because by then I hope to have it all cleared on Friday, and I'll have a few patterns. Some patterns are already sitting up there in a private section because they're not ready to be public yet. I'm still working on them, okay, which is the V-stitch beanie, and what was the other one? Groovy Threads cardigan. I'm still working on those two projects. Once they're done, I'll take them off private. If everything is correct, I'll take them off private, and then they'll be ready to go for you guys. Now, of course, YouTube's my first point of call. So when they become public on my website, straight away I'll do the video vlog just talking about it, and it'll go up at any time, whether it's a Monday, whether it's a Tuesday, whether it's a Sunday, whether it's whatever. It'll go up any time. It won't be our regular times. It'll just go up when it's done. I'll try to get it up on a day where I know, like usually I do video vlogs on a Friday. So I'll try to get it up on a Friday. So when you see the video vlog go up, it'll be all about that pattern. And it'll only be that one pattern in that video vlog. So you get to have an opportunity to purchase it while it's on special, if it's on special, depending on the pattern, yeah. My cat is not talking to me as I was in hospital. Oh, I get so grumpy, don't they, Christine? It's all about them, these cats, isn't it, Christine? It's all about the cat. Corrine, hi, lovely Corrine. Lovely to have you here. We've been talking about our V-stitch blanket here, which I'm on the last 3 or 4 rows, depending on how much yarn I have left to work with. And I'm working in grams now to find out how much I have left of the gold. And Middle says water time. Thanks, Middle. Cheers. Oh. By the way, guys, I've got the fan on in the background. I hope it's not too noisy for you. Thank you. Yes, Corrine, it's getting there. This is the leg of it so far. Whee! she's on a slide or something. Also, how embarrassing for me, but I almost messed up my pattern. It happens. You know why? This is why we have pattern testers, Middle. Make sure you pattern test your patterns. Get testers. You must. If you don't do it, you don't see the errors. You don't see. Every time I used to go into a pattern, I'd find a mistake. I'd say, I have checked this pattern 5 times. How come I keep missing these mistakes? Because it's yours, you're too familiar with it. It's not that people want to prove you wrong. It's just that you're too familiar with the pattern. I skim over words. Like I say, 1 double crochet here, 2 double crochet there. I just look at it and say, oh, double crochet here. And I automatically know, but I didn't read the whole sentence. I might have written place 1 double crochet, or I might have said place 1 half double crochet in error on that row. But because I know I'm doing double crochets, I just do it. I skim over it. So, and it's normal for us to do that. And this is why, you know, even writers, they need publishers, they need editors, not publishers, they get publishers. They need editors to edit their work because they don't see any errors. But you don't see any errors, they see it, yeah? I ended a row wrong, had to rip out a whole row. Glad I noticed. Yes, same thing I've done in the past before I did 5 rows. Well, you have to know that when I was doing one of our annual projects, and I don't know which one it was one of the blankets, I did one section of the blanket 3 or 4 times. So it took me a whole hour to do, took it undone. It was wrong. Took me another hour, did it again, took it undone. That's 4 hours so far. 1 hour to get it done. No, not really. 1 hour, 2 hours. Yeah, no, it was 4 hours, yeah, if you think about it. 4 hours so far. And then I did it a 3rd time, and that's 6 hours I wasted on that small little set that only takes me half an hour to an hour to create. So, look, it happens, and those are the mistakes that really cost your time. And it's not your customer's fault if you've made a mistake, so you can't charge them for that. You can only charge them for the project, the time that you put in for that last section. I know that sounds awful, but that's the reality of it all. And I keep seeing this neighbour's cat walking along the fence. Beautiful cat though, Ginger. Oh, I love ginger cats. They're so cute. Yes, so when you make a mistake, it's your error and nobody else's. That's why we need pattern testers. We all need them, you know. We all need them. We all need them. All right, so I'm almost at the end of the row, and what we're going to do in a minute is weigh the blue skein again to see how many grams it took me for one row, and then I'll be able to tell whether my gold skein that's left, which only has 5 grams left, it's 5 grams and a tiny little bit. So, I don't know. I'll be able to tell whether I can do another row of the gold. If I can't do another row of the gold, I have to stop at the end of the next row. So that's where we're at. And I'm going to tell you in 2 seconds because I'm singing now, guys. Talk amongst yourselves. They're thinking, what is wrong with this chick? Oh, well, you know, I never said I was normal. I didn't lie to anyone. Hey, I didn't lie. There's no point. You're going to find out anyway. They always find out in the end how abnormal you are. All right, ready? I'll tell you in a minute. Let me do that first row because that first row raises the stitch up. One more. Talk amongst yourselves. Here we go. Now, we're going to, I'll put the stitch marker in there, like so. Now, if I've got enough for the gold yarn, then I've got to find the blue yarn, then I can do gold, cream, blue, and cream. So I can do another 4 rows. If I don't have enough, I can only do the cream because I want to end on the cream row or might even end on the blue row. We'll see. Because we started on the blue row from memory down there. We started on the blue row. I could end on a blue row. I lost the blue. Talk amongst yourselves, guys. I've lost the whole skein here. All right, down here. No, I can't get it. I have to get off the chair, I reckon. Oh, no, here we go. Found it. All right. We're under control. Let's have a drink. Cheers. All right. So we're going to get the scales back and we're going to work on the scales. Now, this is how I roll when I'm making one row because I want to save as much yarn as I can and I do not want to have a little bit of yarn like this left lying around. So I literally will throw that out if it's not enough for another row, if that makes sense. Now, remember before, the blue yarn was 12 grams, okay? So, I'm so nervous. She gets nervous for no reason. It doesn't matter. I just don't like wasting yarn, yeah? All right, so this now weighs, and I'll tell you in a minute. 6 grams. So, get this. It took 6 grams to do one row, and I have, of the gold, only 5 grams. We'll check it again. It's kind of 5 grams, but it's like a little bit more than 5 grams. So could I get in another row? I don't want to start the other 3 rows just to watch it fail. We'll try it again. Where are you? I've lost the gold. I've lost that gold. We'll check it again, but I'm pretty sure it was only 5 grams. And now I've lost the cream. It doesn't matter. It doesn't matter, right? Ready? I bet the scales have turned off now. Oh, no, they're on. Exactly 5 grams. So we may not be able to use it, or I could change to a 4.5 millimeter hook. Get to the end of the row, and if it's like 5 or 6 stitches, take half of it undone, change to the 4.5 millimeter hook, and finish off the row. I could do that. I could. So, I don't know. What's your suggestions, guys? Should I, or should I just finish the next 2 rows, and that's the end of that? Let's think about it. All right. So, I ended a row, yes. Do it, Mary! Fluffy. She's so naughty, our Fluffy. Get in the corner, Fluffs. You know what? Tell you what. Let's just do it. And if I, like I said, if I end up losing at Yarn Chicken, which I probably will, because we need 6 grams, yeah, the bonus is we've got 6 grams left of the blue, and we will have 6 grams left of the cream, right? So that means I could get 4 more rows, and I'd rather have the extra 4 rows making that blanket 4 centimeters more than having less. But the other thing I could do is stop after the next 2 rows. Actually, no, I could stop on this blue row right now and just do cream border rounds, but make the cream border rounds longer. So there are options. I could stop it right here, right now at this, or I could play yarn chicken and get 4 more rows out of it. So either way, I don't have to do the next row if I decide not to. So let's put it aside for now and I'll think about it. This is something I think about. I don't say, right, let's just do it. No, I have to think about this, guys. To think about this. All right. There is something I wanted to show you the other day, and not everyone was on the live the other day when I did this. I'll use my glasses. Oh, by the way, these are the glasses. Oh, they're so dirty already. These are the new glasses I got because my lenses were terrible and I couldn't see. Yeah, these ones are the new ones. I still didn't do that properly, did I? But it's still dirty. Oh, look at that. So they're a lot thicker. The lens is a lot thicker than the others. Oh, here we go. Here's some tissue. We'll use that instead. The lenses are a lot thicker than my last ones because I had some vision issues over the Christmas break. And I lost pretty much most of my vision in the right eye, but I got most of it back. It's still quite marked. There's still marks there. And the left eye is normal, so hopefully. But you can see the lens is a lot thicker. So I need this if I want to use it for anything. And I got this on. I want to put this on for this part here. Now, the other day, let me show you quickly. The other day, I showed you a chunky bit of work right there. That's the back of a cardigan that I was creating last year. The bonus is when I was creating it, I was a lot bigger because I can feel this is quite big. Last year, I was creating this at the beginning of the year last year, and I was going to make it for Mother's Day and put it aside. That's what my memory was telling me. Put it aside and then bring it out around Mother's Day, and I forgot to do that and just ignored it for Mother's Day completely. Now, you didn't know about that because I didn't talk about it. So I popped it in a tub, never did anything about it, but guess what? That's the back complete, right? Now, all I need to do is the fronts, and I'm going to do a cardigan, not a sweater, and sleeves. Now, I don't know if I've got enough yarn for all of it, but if I haven't, then I'll do one of those quarter sleeve things, it's like a vest, but cardigan-y. Anyway, we'll see. The yarn that I've used, now this is, it's a chunky yarn. It's called Lion Brand Yarn, Sustainable Stitching, Respun, Thick and Quick, Recycled Polyester Recycle, whatever it's called. And it calls, I'll show you in a minute, it is a 6 bulky, super bulky, let's try that again, super bulky number 6 weight yarn, and the hook size that was used, I used a 9mm right there. That's the yarn. So it's hard for you to read because yours will be back to front upside down. So when we're ready to do the sweater, we will make this for Mother's Day because it will be ready. Because all I have to do now is the fronts and the sleeves. The stitch is very basic, very basic. I believe it's half doubles. Yes, it's half doubles. I had to look at it thinking, oh, half double. It's been so long since I made it, and I've got the pattern written in one of my books because it's a basic pattern. And there's no ribbing down the bottom. It's just made in one piece all the way down. If I have a bit of yarn, we can put a little bit of ribbing, but I'm not going to bother. It's just going to be a chunky blob square and a couple of rectangles here and a rectangles for the sleeve. There's not even going to be any shaping. It's just going to be a sleeve like that, and it's going to be puffy all the way up to the top. No shaping. It is going to be so easy to make. We are going to be making it before Mother's Day for Mother's Day. And it's super chunky. So you'll get it done very quickly. From memory, I don't remember how long it took me, but I remember getting through it thinking, oh, I'm already up the top. This must be one of those patterns that's going to be nice and quick. And it is, because it's a super chunky yarn, yeah? All right, do it, says Fluffs, Naughty Fluffs. Hi, Karen. Hello. Yeah, we do get to make it too. Yeah, do we get to make it too? Yes, you get to make it too. Fluffy. It will be a pattern. It is so basic. It's just a big rectangle like that. Couple of small rectangles here and rectangles for the sleeves. Done. Straight forward. That's it. You will have a little bit of ribbing on the sleeves, but that's only because I like it to be closed at the sleeve. That's just me. If you don't want to do the ribbing, just make your rows a little bit longer and that's it. But I'm going to have ribbing on the sleeve. And when we do this part, we're actually going to just do the sleeve straight from the top. Round, 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 straight from top, yeah? Or maybe round, turn, round, back, turn, backwards. And there's like a seam line under there like that. Maybe. I haven't decided yet. I want to make it so simple that anyone can do this. Anyone. The brand spanking new crocheter can do it. Anyone. Yeah? Could we adjust wool to 8-ply? No. We can't. And I'll tell you why. Because the pattern is designed for that thick yarn. And I'll have all the sizes up there for the thick yarn. But don't despair. I don't want to say too much, but I do want to let you know that there is a lightweight cardigan coming to the channel. So Fluffy, please hang out for that one, yeah? If you want to make the light one. I'm just doing this one because we were supposed to do it last year. We weren't. It was on the cards for me to do last year, but I never did it. Can you have any colour? You can use whatever you like, Angela. There's no... Is that Angela? Yes. There's no... I say that to people. There's no rules. Make whatever colour suits you. No rules at all, yeah? No shaping. Perfect. Will fit me fine, yeah? It just straight out like that. That's it. Straight out, yeah? Yes, yes, everyone's saying hello. Fluffy says, Corinne, hi to everyone. Yes, yes, yes. Rounds be good, yes. That way we don't have to start from the base, work our way up. We just get on top of the sleeve and go that way. Work down, work down. This is a no rules sweater. A bit like our no frills, no rules tank top. A bit like that, where the only rule will be, and I'll show you, and it's a basic rule. And it'll be different for everyone, but not as different. Will be that neck edge right there for the back. Okay, so there's a few extra rows. I think it's 2 rows, yeah, where the neck edge is. So I will show you. All you need to do, so you can see the stitch marker there, is find the center, work your way over, bang, to a certain amount of stitches, and just keep going on that side for 2 rows, and then reattach the yarn on this side, do 2 rows there, done. No rules, no rules. They're very similar neck edge for most sizes, yeah? Try to keep it to 3 different sizes for the neck edge, so the neck edge is wide. If you want, and we've got some yarn left, we can do like a basic single crochet round or half double crochet round just to close up the neck a little. If you find your neck too tight, too loose. If you find it really loose, do a half double crochet round and then a single crochet round. I like no sewing. There will be sewing on the side seams. Just the side seams downwards. You know, I'll tell you exactly how many centimetres down to go for your armhole, and the rest is easy. You can go longer. So if I say go 20 centimetres down or 8 inches, whatever it is, if you want to go 23 centimetres down, making your sleeve hole even wider, but I give everybody ample width. And in fact, I work on your sleeve. So let's get a measuring tape and measure the width, the widest part of your sleeve, your upper arm. And let's say it's 30 centimetres, right? I will say to you, if you've got 30 centimetres, I want you to leave enough for 32 or 33 or 34 centimetres, giving you plenty of space to move around. If you want more, you just keep going. Go down, 1 more stitch, down a second stitch. Remember, 1 stitch on one side, 1 stitch on the other. It's actually 2 stitches. Yeah, stay focused on math when you hear me say it. And I'll say it. If you're going to take 1 stitch down, it'll be 1 stitch on this side, 1 stitch on that side. That's 2 stitches. That's 2 centimetres kind of thing. 1 inch, 1.5 inches. That sort of stuff. You'll hear me say it. So you'll think, oh, I've got an extra 1.5 inches. Do I need that much? Yeah, I do. I'll do it. You know, you have the option to change it. It's no rules. No. I'm excited about it because anything like that, super easy. I love that, no rules. So you will get the back very soon, but after we do St. Patrick's Day project, then you'll get the back, because I want to get St. Patrick's Day project out first. Otherwise, we start making a larger project and we won't have time for St. Patrick's Day. So I really want to get that out first. Then we'll start the back. I'll send you off on your own, and then we'll talk about Easter while you're making your cardigan. For those of you making the chunky cardigan, yeah, you can head off nice and slowly and do the back. And you get it done in 2 weeks, 3 weeks, whatever. When I start hearing people say, when are we going to see part 2 to do the fronts? Then I'll say, oh, okay, let me know, and I'll get part 2 up. That's the way I'm going to roll this year. I'm not going to rush to get anything up. We're going to take our time. Just relax through your crochet, because if you rush anything like me, you'll make a mistake, and that's where you'll think, oh gosh, why did I rush that project? Yeah. I like no sewing, I know, right? Can you use normal chunky wool? You can, but this is a 6 millimeter, try it again. This is a 6 chunky, a number 6 weight. So I don't know what that would be in Australia. I'd say that would be, you've got 8 ply is DK, is a 3 weight. 10 ply will be the 4 weight. 12 ply will be the 5 weight. So it's a 14 ply in the UK. So that's, I know you're from the UK, so it's 14 ply yarn. So it's a real super chunky yarn. If you use anything smaller, the gauge may not match. You could try using your own gauge. You can make your gauge to suit you or your yarn, but I can't tell you how much yarn to use then, because you're changing the gauge to suit a different yarn. That's the only thing if you want to do it that way. And it doesn't always work, because when you get to the top, the chunkier the yarn, the bigger the stitch. So if you're using a smaller yarn, a smaller weight yarn or lighter weight yarn, your top will need not 2 rows, will need maybe 3 or maybe 4 to make up the same size as our chunky size. I hope this is making sense, yeah? But look, hold out, guys, because we're doing a chunky now, and then we're going to do a lightweight soon. So if you want to wait for the lightweight cardigan, which will be a 3 weight DK weight cardigan, please wait for that one, because that one is coming very, very soon. Not as soon as this one. Keep that in mind, yeah? I'm usually relaxed, but with this shawl, I'm on a time crunch. Yeah, I know, but I'll tell you about time crunches in a minute. Angela says, I look on Amazon. You can't get it locally, Angela, chunky yarn. It doesn't have to be this brand. Just get a chunky 6 ply or a 14 ply weight. Yeah, 6 weight or 14 ply weight. I'll have to watch the replay for the rest. That's all right, Linda. We'll catch you soon, darling. You take care, yeah? Or Google it, yes. Anything with a chunky 6 weight, Angela, or a 14 ply weight yarn. I hope it makes sense, yeah? If you like the chunky yarn, and I know you're over in the UK or the US, you guys like the chunky yarn because your winters are very, very cold. Our winter here is cold too, but not as cold as those overseas, yeah? Would this suit a male too, Mary? You know, you could make it for a man. It is only a cardigan. It depends whether or not... No, it'll be all right, because it's only a half double crochet stitch. It's not a fancy stitch. It's not like there's a floral look about it or anything like that. You've seen it. It's just a plain, they're just half double crochets. Have a careful look at it and you can see it. Half double crochet. Oh, I think they're half doubles. Oh, I have to check before I lie. She's telling lies. No, they're half doubles, yeah? So it's half double crochet stitch. So it's not, I'm sure it'll be okay for fellas. Yeah, as long as they don't mind cardigans, then sure, yeah, sure. Yes, I can ask John Busy Fingers. Angela, have you tried Tracy from Crochet Rocks? She has a shop. Angela's from the UK, so if Tracy's from the UK, you can check her out, Angela, and she may have something for you. Try not to order from overseas, because the delay, we don't know how long it takes to get it in. Try to order locally because I'll be starting that cardigan very soon. I will be doing some Patrick's Day project at some stage next week. We're getting in early for it because March, because Easter's coming up as well. I'm getting very nasally. Cheers, let's have a drink. I finished that one. Oh, she's finished one glass. She gets so excited, guys, because I don't drink water and I get in trouble from my big doctor. He tells me off if I don't drink water. Cheers. So, get excited, guys, because we are doing a chunky cardigan very, very soon. I don't know what I'm doing for St. Paddy's Day, though. Keep that in mind. I haven't really decided. Yep, she's in the UK. All right. Angela, check out, what's her name? Tracy from Crochet Rocks. She's from the UK. She does yarn. Also, you know who else is from the UK? Crazy Poppy Lady. I don't know if she has 14-ply yarn or 6 chunky yarn, but you can check with her. It is a very basic stitch, Angela. This will be easy for you. Half doubles all the way up. Or is it down? It's up. I didn't think about that. And then half double 2 fronts, half double sleeves, all in one size all the way up or all the way down. And then we're going to pop a few little border rounds for the ribbing here, just because I like my sleeve closed up. I don't like it loose. But if you want to leave yours loose, you can leave yours loose. No rules. No rules. I love it when there's no rules. She's always breaking the rules, guys. She's so naughty. Excuse me. All right. Sorry about that. I still have the cough. I still have the cold. It's been, 4 weeks now. It's driving me nuts. But let's talk about what's happening for the rest of this week on the channel. Yes. Get excited. Tomorrow I'm starting. Very excited now. Starting the border rounds of that V-stitch blanket as we just talked about it now. I either have one more row to do. No, I have to finish then. I either finish it now or do another 4 rows. Hang on. Cream, gold, blue. Another 3 rows. 3 rows. Either no rows or another 3 rows. That's it. I don't know why I've got less of the cream. I must have used some of it somewhere along the line, as you do. All right, so tomorrow I will be recording the border rounds. Doesn't mean I'll get them finished, so hold back. So tomorrow I'm thinking of uploading a very next short, just to keep in sync with the last 2 shorts. Hang on, what have I done? 2. I've done a single, half double. Tomorrow will be double. Yes, tomorrow's a double short. And then on Friday we will finish off the V-stitch blanket. Isn't this exciting, guys? Very exciting. Dorothy's got to go. Bye, Dorothy. ... ellipsis. We'll see you soon, Dorothy. So yes, so keep in mind that the V-stitch blanket should be done this week. Isn't that exciting? Oh, what? Very exciting. I'm excited, can't you tell? Look at me shake. So the V-stitch border round blanket itself will be finished this week. You can gift it to your family or friends, or keep it for yourself, or give it to the cat. Now that's going to happen on Friday. Now I've even done next week, so to let you know what's happening, I have put here Monday pattern writing, of course, yeah. Tuesday I've put here V-stitch border or booties. Now I say that in case I don't get the border rounds complete Friday. I've already done 1 booty, by the way. I will record the second booty as the first one because you guys, I've already done 1, yeah. I'll record that booty pattern and you'll get the booty pattern on Friday. So tomorrow I'm recording the first round of the border round for the V-stitch blanket and the booty, yeah. And then Friday, if I don't get the V-stitch blanket done, then I'll pop the booties pattern up, yeah. And then next week will be the border round, but it doesn't matter either way. You'll get the baby booties or the V-stitch border round this Friday. One of those will come this Friday. If one of them doesn't come this Friday, the other one will come on Tuesday next week. That's all I wanted to say. And then on Thursday, we will do the magic loop repair, which should have been done this week and wasn't. So we will do that next week on, what I say, Thursday. Then Friday, I'm holding that free. We will wait until Wednesday next week before I decide what I'm going to do for that Friday. And don't forget, guys, we have, oh, I've left the book in the other room, as you do. I've left my diary in the other room. But our next step, let's say our next part 3 of our Illuminize Me blanket. I nearly mess up the word Illuminize Me. I mess up the name of it all the time. Is that what I call it? What do I call it? That's terrible. I forgot the name of it. Illusionize Me blanket. Illuminize Me. Oh, this is so funny. That's coming not this Thursday. No, not even next Thursday. It'll be the Thursday after. So continue your squares and your triangles for part 3 of the Illusionize Me blanket. That's what I meant to say. The Illusionize Me blanket. I told you, every time I say that word, I get it wrong. And I've got to focus every time I say it. Was it Illuminize or Illusionize Me? Illusionize Me. The Illusionize Me blanket. And that's coming up, not the Thursday coming, not tomorrow, not Thursday coming, but Thursday after. So make sure you get your squares and your rectangles done, your triangles done by then, because you cannot do part 3 without them. That's what I'm saying. Because we are already starting the join of the blanket. Now, this is a simple part of the join. The more difficult part of the join comes at the end of the year. So if you find the simple part a little bit difficult, please let me know, and I'll just show you a single crochet row to help you out. For those of you who are new, you may not get the same effect of the illusion, same illusional effect, but at least you'll get it done, yeah? But try the new join. I think it's a great join. It'll take a long time, but try it. I'm doing this for the slippers. Did not slipper off camera. Did one slip off. Come on, Mary. Did one slip. Let's do this, hey? That's better. Did one slipper off camera. Just have to do the other one on camera. Also water time. Thank you. I have my squares done and waiting patiently. Do you have your triangles done as well? You need those. I have mine done and ready as well. Oh, cheers, everyone. They're basic, the squares. This is what I like about them. The actual blanket itself is a basic blanket. Putting it together is the reason why I want you to do the step-by-step with me, because that can get a little confusing if you don't put the angle, like the triangle on the right section. But we're going to put stitch markers on, and so it's going to be a step-by-step thing. So you're not going to be out in the lurch. I will not leave you out in the lurch. So if you have any problems, you can message me on Instagram or Facebook, and I'll show you, put a few photos up and show you how I do it separately with a few other pieces that I've got lying around. So you're not going to be left out in the lurch if you haven't worked out what I'm doing. But stick to the exact part that we're doing. Try not to go ahead of yourself, or don't do any of that, because that's going to get confusing and you'll mess it up, and I don't want you to have to struggle later. Because once you sew these pieces together, to take it undone, you can get it undone. It's easy to get undone, but it means cutting into your work, and I really don't want you to do that. Yeah, I'm behind on the annual project. I'm not sure if I'll be able to use what's left of the yarn of my annual project or buy all new yarn. Still haven't decided what size. Look, middle, my suggestion would be to take your time. You have your own projects that you need to get done for your customers. Yeah, your commission projects right now, prioritize. And I know this sounds nasty, but the fact is, prioritize on those commissions, because I would mess up my commissions all the time, and people would say, why is it taking you so long to do this? Or where's this blanket? Or where's those shoes? Or where's whatever it is I was doing? Why is it taking you so long? You said, and then I realized because I didn't prioritize. Prioritize your commission projects first. If you put the channel on hold for a week, then you put it on hold. That's what I do now, because the reality is you've got to get that done. Otherwise, it's not good for you, yeah? It's not good for you, yeah? It's sounding scary sewing. No. Please don't be scared. It's not scary. It's just that because the way the pattern is made, it's not made you sew your squares straight. You're sewing your squares on an angle. So you've got a triangle. I'm trying to explain it. Triangle here, triangle there, and a square there. So your blanket is made that way. It's made like that. You're sewing like that. That's the only reason. It's not so much the sewing that's the problem. It's the angle of the way the blanket is put together to give it that illusionizing kind of thing. I hope it makes sense. I don't want to scare you with that. And you know what? I will actually show you a small piece in part 4. Part 3, we're going to do the first step to sewing. Part 4, I'm going to show you a small piece on what I'll be doing at the end of the year. Only because if you can't do that second part, then take it undone and put it together with just single crochets. And it will not look as illusional, if that's the word I can use, as it should if you're doing stitching on top of your piece. It's got to be done on the inside so that the stitching doesn't show. Yeah. Anyway, don't worry about it. Don't stress too much because I don't want you to stress. I really, really don't want anyone stressing. It's a simple project. It's just sewn like that on an angle and not straight down. Yeah, it's sewn across. But if you really wanted to put your blanket straight that way, you could. And your pieces look like they're going across. But it's the way it's put together on the angle that it's put. Not so much the sewing. Yeah? Oh, I don't want to upset you. I don't want to scare you. Oh, don't scare us, they're saying. Please don't scare us. No, I won't scare you. It's not that difficult. It's not that difficult, she says. Oh, maybe. No, it's not difficult. And again, if you don't like that stitching, I'll show you another one where you just do the top of the stitches like that, and it just closes the whole thing up. And that will save you any hassle of doing it the other way, which to me is a lot better. It closes everything up so well. It looks so neat and keeps that, if you keep it nice and tight, it will give you that illusional effect. It doesn't give it to you if it's a little bit misshaped. Yeah, you want to make sure that everything is tightened up on the inside, and you don't want to pull it too tight where it's pulling. So there's a knack to doing it. That's all. It's not difficult at all. Not at all. It's just time consuming. It takes longer to join squares this way than to join them any other way. If you were to join them as you go with that final border row of each square, that would be simple, wouldn't it? But you would have that line going through it, which will not give you the illusional effect. Yeah. Oh, okay. Let's have a drink. Cheers. And let's have a look what we got. I just have to crochet one more customer to start hers for another cardigan. Yeah, so do that. Do that middle. Prioritize on your commission projects. They're the ones paying you right now. You're getting the money from them. So prioritize on that first and then get into your fun stuff. I know it's tricky. I know there've been many times where I get so sick of making that project and I stop and I start playing with things. And I write down what I've done, pop them in a plastic bag and then lock them away and say, don't do it again for a while. And then go back to the project and then I pick it up and I'm thinking, when on earth did I start that? And it would have been on one of my commission projects where I've gotten bored of working on it because it just takes so long. And that's usually blankets or sweaters, things like that. Beanies, you can get them done in a night, whatever, a couple hours, whatever. Depends on the beanie, the pattern. If it's an easy pattern, hour and a half, hour even. If it's a newborn pattern, even quicker, 40 minutes. Nice and quick. But when it comes to things like sweaters and like the cardigans that you're making, blankets, take a long time. So focus on those. Like, put it, for argument's sake, the V-stitch blanket. It has literally taken me, 1 to 2 days worth of constant V-stitch. And it's driving me nuts. I'm so tired. I don't want to look at it anymore. And I'm so excited I'm running out of yarn so that I can move on and do the border rounds. But prioritize on your commission projects, yeah? My one cardigan is on hold only because my one customer isn't in a hurry for it. But this last cardigan, I'm supposed to get it done by Easter. But after that last one, I'm stalling. All right, I would continue. I would start this next one because they want by Easter. So get in and do that as quickly as you can. Focus on just that for now. You know, when it comes to your channel, just for the next 2 weeks, seriously, pop up shorts. Do shorts only. And then pop up one pattern that's worth, you know, spending more than 20 minutes on the channel. And that's it. But like I've done this week, yeah? The reason those shorts are being done is for a project, by the way. So it's not just that I'm putting the shorts up. Those stitches that I'm putting up at the moment, practice them, guys, because a project is coming up with those stitches. So practice them, yeah? But what you do is you pop all these shorts up, as many as you can on stitches and whatever you're doing, and focus only on that. Because you know how shorts, they still take a long time to create. People don't realise it. They look at this 1 minute short and they think, oh, she took about a minute to do that. No, it took, you know the spaghetti short that I did? Do you know how long that took to make? I reckon it was an hour to make it. And that's not including boiling the spaghetti. That was a separate section altogether. I had to do it. I did it many times. It kept breaking. I thought, let's just stop it. Don't worry about it anymore because it's driving me nuts. So I came back 10 or 15 minutes later, did it again. At this stage, the pasta was so cold, like icy cold, right? And the last one worked, right? So that plate was packed with spaghetti. But by the time I'd gotten to that last one, I had half a plate of spaghetti left. So it took that long. And then I had to edit it. And then I had to add music. And then the time it took to upload, I reckon altogether maybe 2 hours for that. And it's a short. But that's a different kind of short. If you're doing a stitch, it doesn't take you long to show them how to do a stitch. And if you don't make any errors, you may not even have to cut it. You might be able to just stick it all in that 1 minute or 3 minutes. I think some shorts can be up to 3 minutes now too. But, you know, I think here on YouTube it can. I think you could do a few shorts, get them out of the way, every day upload one. Like tomorrow I'm uploading another short, my last short for the week. And then Friday you will get one pattern, whether it's the booties or whether it's the V-stitch border round. Yeah, baby booties. And brand new, let's try that again. Newborn baby, I meant to say newborn. There are newborn baby booties if you wanted to make it. It's newborn to maybe 1.5 to 2 months. It'll fit up to 2 months, this beanie, these booties, yeah? If you wanted to make the next size up, all you have to do is go up a hook size. And that makes the next size. After that, by the time they're 4 or 5 months, you don't want baby wearing woolen booties or even cotton booties because they're starting to go on their toes. They will do it. And you know, as a parent, you hold baby up and he's standing on his toes already. So if he's wearing booties, he can slip and hurt himself, or she can slip and hurt themselves. You don't want that. So around 4 months, you want to stop making booties for babies, in my opinion. If you make them booties, you make them with a special sole so that baby doesn't slip. Yeah, so you can do that. But you've got to buy the sole, or I know a lot of people put paint at the base of the booty and it sticks so they don't fall. But I would not suggest putting booties on a 5-month-old because they're getting inquisitive. They're already starting to move those feet. And I've seen mothers hold their babies with their hand and the feet are on the floor like that. And that's okay and that's fine. It's your business, your prerogative if you want to do that. But don't make booties for babies over 5 months. Don't do it. Unless you put a sole, like a different kind of sole. That's just my opinion. It's my opinion. It's not a threat. It's not a threat. Well, that's not hard. Well, I missed that. Yeah, Middle keep me in the loopy lair for a few weeks. No worries. Oh, oh, she loves it. See how fluffy? She looks after you, Middle. You don't realise it, but she does. Buffered for a minute, but you're back. Oh, we have so many problems with this thing buffering. You know, I keep getting information saying, would you like to upgrade to the next step? They do it every year. They upgrade to another step. It goes fast for about 6 months, and then we buffer. And I'm thinking, how many times do I have to pay you guys to get it right the first time? Friday. Every year they send us a notification. Oh, if you do this, it'll be much faster and it won't buffer as much. So you do it, and then 6 months later, you're buffering again. Another drink, guys. Cheers. So, quick update one more time. Friday, you're getting either the V-stitch border round complete for the blanket or the baby booties complete. Yeah? Baby booties is not going to take me long to record, so I'm going to record that tomorrow, put it aside, not edit it, because I want to try doing the border rounds for the V-stitch blanket first. But if by Thursday night I haven't got past 2 rounds and I need another 4 rounds or something, then I'll just edit the booties for Friday. So you'll get the booties first. So it just depends what I finish first. It depends on what pattern I've got. I haven't even decided on the pattern. Oh my gosh, they think you just even have a pattern for this border round yet. It's not hard to do. It's just go through my patterns, find ones that'll suit the amount of rows we've made, the amount of whatever. It doesn't matter, because if your first round is not an even round or an odd round and you need an even round or an odd round, I'll say, right, add an extra stitch, that kind of thing. Yeah, it won't be a pattern where you need to add 5 stitches for it to work, because that will damage your blanket. It'll have it lopsided. We don't want that. It'll be a border round that'll be so simple that if you're missing 1 stitch only, because that's all it'll either be even row or an odd row for the border rounds, then you can fix it to suit. 1 stitch is not noticed. Yeah, I love fluffs, but sometimes my serious side can't handle it. Oh, I'm joking. I'm working on it, Fluffs, I promise. Oh no, Fluffs. Yeah, Fluffs is cheeky. You know what you remind me of, Fluffs? Maybe that's why you called yourself a fluffy kitten. You remind me of a cheeky kitten. She's very cheeky, but we love that. You know, we wouldn't want Fluffs any other way. We love that about her. She's so cheeky. Isn't that right, Fluffs? But you know what? I have to be honest with you, Middle. There's many times where I've said on my live, shall I do one of those or we won't do it? Fluffs has turned around and dared me to do those, whatever it is it was. And we've always done it. Whenever Fluff says, no, just do it, just do it. She's the one I listen to. And I don't know why, Fluffs. It's one of those things. And she says, no, you can do it. We can do this. Let's do it. And so I end up doing it. Isn't that right, Fluffs? You are very convincing. Cheeky, but convincing. She's so cheeky. Hey, Fluffs, you're in the corner today anyway for being naughty. Already you're in the corner. I haven't had you in the corner for a long time. You've been a good girl. Mary, that could be dangerous. Oh, naughty fluffy kitten. Naughty, naughty. Yes, see, this is why you're in the corner. No, but it's usually something I've already said I was considering making. That's why I try not to say too much, because then I think, oh no, now I'm going to have to make it. So I try not to say too much on the live. I try to talk about the projects that we need to get done this week. So it's either the booties pattern on Friday or the border round to the V-stitch blanket on Friday. And when I say border round, it's not going to be 1. It'll be 2 or 3 or 4 or 5, depending on how many rounds I decide to do. So it won't just be 1. To be fair, the blanket itself really doesn't need the border round, but I'm putting border rounds because now I'm itchy. I don't know what I've touched. Because of the carrying up here that we've done. So we're going to place border rounds on that carrying up. And the other thing, guys, if you saw my Instagram account, if you don't follow Instagram, you didn't see it, or Facebook. Oh no, it wouldn't be on Facebook, it's on the Instagram. I popped on that I did the walk on the weekend for breast cancer, raising funds for breast cancer. So I did that on the weekend. It was very tired, and honestly, Monday, my hip, the right hip, I couldn't move it. I had my leg up the whole day Monday, working on my projects like this, which was very sore. But it was okay. I did it. I wanted to do it. I raised, what did I raise? I raised $165 for them. I could have posted the link here and asked you guys for funds too, but I didn't want to do that because I didn't want to make it a part of the channel, because it's not something that's on the channel. That's something that I do privately. But sometimes I like you guys to know some of those other things that I do that is for donations and for support of different things. And I supported breast cancer this time. Maybe I'll support an animal hospital or something next time. Your daughter definitely looks like you. Oh, yes, yes, she was in the picture as well. So there you go. We were both standing there in the photo on Instagram. That was at the starting line. We stood there the first time. The second photo we did was at the end, and you could see my face was so red. It was beautiful weather. It was 28 degrees, and it was pretty hot. Is it on Facebook at all? No. It's on my private page, Facebook, not the business page. I didn't put it on the business page at all. For me, I use Instagram for everything. That business page you see on Instagram is also my personal page. So I don't have a separate personal. Maybe I should do a separate personal page. But I did want to, I'm so itchy now. I don't know why. Let's turn off the fan for starters. Got a little remote. How quiet. Oh, gosh. That's so quiet now. Did they throw paint on you? No, Fluffs. I don't know. You keep saying that. That doesn't happen. It doesn't happen in Melbourne. Maybe that's an Adelaide thing, but it doesn't happen in Melbourne. I've never heard of it. I've never seen it. I've never heard of it. You could do face painting if you wanted to. They had lots of activities there. They had the dogs entering as well. If you wanted to bring your dog, you could have brought your dog. So yeah, you actually had to sign your dog up if you wanted to bring your dog. So you had to pay a little bit extra to put your dog in there. But yeah, it was good. It was a great day. There was so many people there. They gave Carmen's muesli bar things, or health bar. Carmen's. I'd never heard of Carmen's before. Before this walk, I had never heard of Carmen's health bars. Never heard of it. Never tried it. Never heard of it. Let's have a drink. But I ate one because I was so tired. I was 5K, the walk, and we did it in an hour. Just under an hour it was. So, yeah, it was pretty fast-paced walking. And you know what? I wasn't sore from the walk. What I was sore from was later when I said to my daughter, "Where did you park?" She goes, "Oh, I parked far away. It's about 700 meters." And I went, "We're going to walk again?" And I didn't mind walking, but it was tiny, tiny little bit elevated. So as I'm walking, I could feel the pressure on my right hip. I'm thinking, oh my gosh. I said to her, we got 3/4 of the way up, and I said, we just got to stop for a minute. That right hip is so out of joint. It's done. It's finished. The next day, I could not move my right leg, the right hip. Usually it's the veins that play up, but the veins didn't play up. The right hip did. I think Fluffy just wanted to see paint on you guys. She's obsessed. I've never heard of it. I've seen in USA they use dry paint powder and throw over them at the end of no, to be fair, they are wearing white tops. Well, I was a bit uncomfortable with this top because I remember when we did breast cancer walk years ago, the tops were all light pink. This one was like a black, purple, pink top. It wasn't exactly pink. It was kind of dark. I found it a bit too dark for me, but I wore it as you do. I really enjoyed it. And I met some other people there. And when I got there, my daughter hadn't arrived. So I was there about 15 minutes early. And I got dropped off. And then she came later. And then we both went back to her place for lunch, as you do. So whilst I was there, I thought, what am I going to do? And I didn't know they were doing the warm-ups. But it wasn't a warm-up. It was a post-workout for the joggers who jogged early. Because you had different starting times. There were joggers. There was fast pace, there was walk with your dog, walk. There were different starting times for everyone, right? And I got there and everyone's doing this post workout. And I didn't hear the word post, which means after the race. So I started working out. I couldn't do any of these stretches they were doing. I didn't realize how old you are. And I did it. And then I realized everybody was already so tired. I thought, gosh, how am I going to go with the walk if I get tired with the workout? But it wasn't that. It was just, there were just minor stretches. And it was for the ones who'd already done their walk. But it was good for me. I got one stretches before and stretches after, as you do. It's okay. Okay, I am their neighbour and I've never seen USA do that. Yeah, I've never heard of it. I mean, maybe it's just me. I don't know. Middles, I'll find the video and let you know. It's fun. I'll have to check it out too. I'll have to check it out. Cheers. All right. All right, guys, I just want to let you know real quickly, again, next week, V-Stitch Border or Booties on Tuesday, live Wednesdays, Magic Loop Friday, Magic Loop Repair, showing you how to repair a magic loop, a granny square made with a magic loop, or a granny circle, whatever, made with a magic loop. And then on Friday, I've put blank or short, only because I don't know what's happening next week. And we'll talk about that next week. Yeah, we won't worry about that now. What we're going to worry about is the V-Stitch border rounds and the booties, the baby booties. Either one of those is coming this Friday. And that's pretty much all you need to know. And the other one's coming on Tuesday. That's it. All right, guys, I'm going to call it here. I've been talking for an hour and a half. I need a rest. I need a nice warm drink. My throat is still sore. I want to thank everyone for dropping by today and listening to me like this forever. And thank you again for those of you sending me private messages and asking me how I'm feeling. And I thank you very much for that. Other than that, I will see everyone Saturday morning, 10 a.m. Melbourne, Australia time for our very next live. In between, you'll get your tutorials and your shorts as usual, and I'll catch you then. My name is Mary. This is Crochet Designs, and I'll see you all soon. Try to be good, everyone, or a little bit good. Bye all. Oh, how do we turn this off? Oh, I've forgotten how to turn it off. Bye. She's so naughty.